The champ is here!
Oh shit.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
The evil genius.
The champ is here!
Come on.
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Yeah.
Part 1 of this 3-part series covering recovery aids. I showed you how to use a foam roller for myofascial release and to break down scar tissue. Now, in part 2 of this series, I'm going to show you what I use a lacrosse ball as well as a medicine ball for as far as breaking down scar tissue, myofascial release. Very similar to the foam roller, it's just going to allow us to get much deeper and hit individual muscle groups more specifically. So, very first thing I use the lacrosse ball for is my feet. Now, most people have weak internal foot muscles that's developed from thick padded shoes, cleats, things of that nature. Look at football players that have their ankles rolled all the way up. Now, weak internal foot muscles, everything's coming through our feet, so we want to make sure our feet are good to go. So we're just going to kind of put our foot on that lacrosse ball. The more weight, body weight that we add to it, the more tension that's going to lead to greater relaxation. So we're just going to roll over our foot inside, outside. Once we find those tense spots, slow it up, go over that, and I guarantee you after doing this one time, you'll notice the difference as far as how your feet feel. It's unbelievable. So we just hit both feet, we go over those 10, 15 times, inside, outside, make sure we cover that whole foot, all those tense spots, slow up, and really dig in deep. Now the next thing I use a lacrosse ball for, there's many different muscle groups we can use it for. I use it specifically for my pecs as well as my hip flexors. All I'm going to do, a lot of people do it off of the ground. For me, I find it leaning up against the wall works the best. So all we're going to do here, we take the lacrosse ball, find the spot that is tense. So say I'm looking at my hip flexors, dig it right in there, then you're just going to lean up against the wall, and you roll. Same thing. Tight spots, we slow it down, go over it a couple times, and we're just going to roll up and down all the tight areas with that. Now to hit my chest, same thing. I'm going to stick my hand out about a 45, really get that ball deep into that pec, and we're just going to roll down and up. Really, once again, find those trigger points and slow it down and go nice and slow back and forth. Break down that scar tissue. Hit that, you'll notice immediately how loose your chest will feel. Finishing off with the lacrosse ball, I like to hit my IT band. I don't do this against the wall. I just take my hand and apply pressure going down from the hip all the way down, nice and slow. I know it just kind of helps relieve the pain in my knee. You just go down a couple times, find those tense spots, bring it back up, bring it out to the quadricep as well, and then the same thing with the other leg. So that's what I like to use a lacrosse ball for. Now I bring in the med ball. Now we can utilize this much more three-dimensionally than a foam roller. I use it for my hips, the piriformis muscles. To hit this, what I'm going to do is cross my leg right there, get on that hip, and I just roll right on the hip, nice and slow. Find those tense areas, slow it down. This is also real good for the glute as well. Same thing with the other leg. I'm going to cross my leg right on that hip, and I'm just rolling nice and slow. Now we can also use a med ball too. Same thing we use the foam roller for as far as your hamstrings go, or we can also hit our quadriceps. So we can use it very similarly to how we use a foam roller. Only difference is we can get a better flow going. It's going to be a little bit more three-dimensional. Make sure that the med ball is hard. The softer it is, less tension we're going to be able to create. So there you have it. The different things I like to use are lacrosse ball and our med ball for on top of the foam rolling. So I always start off with the foam rolling, then I bring the med ball, lacrosse ball, and I go through that routine as well. Part 2 of the three-part series, stand by. The next couple of days I'm going to bring in the third part, kind of introduce you and show you the other tools that I use to help aid recovery. There you have it, Adam Spisman, Spisman Strength Systems, SpismanTraining.com.
The champ is here!